So in this video, we are going to learn how to automatically create sub-account in GoHighLevel from Webhook. Let's say you are using some kind of landing page, online form building application or payment gateway to get the details from your users. And you want that using those details, you want to automatically create a sub-account in GoHighLevel. So let me tell you, you can actually automate this process. So while setting up this automation, you can get a Webhook URL and you can add this Webhook URL to any platform which supports Webhook. And from that, you can get the details of the user and then automatically create a sub account in your GoHighLevel account with the same details which we have received from the Webhook as well. So guys, without any further delay, let's start with the process and let me take you to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Create Sub-Account in GoHighLevel. And then just click on Create over here. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have 2 different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those 2 concepts, those 2 principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now let's suppose you are getting the details of the user from some kind of application, which can be a landing page application like Swipe Pages or GoHighLevel itself, or it can be some kind of online form building application like JotForm or some kind of payment gateway. And you want that whenever that trigger event happens, whenever the user will enter their details and submits the form or makes a payment, then automatically you want to create a sub account with the same details in your GoHighLevel account. So what we are going to do, we will be using Webhook over here. So using the Webhook, we are going to connect our trigger application, the platform or the application from which we are getting the user details and sub-account details which we want to create. We are going to use Webhook and get all of those details inside Pabbly Connect. And whenever we are going to get a response in this Webhook URL, this automation workflow will trigger. So in this video, just for an example, I'm using JotForm over here. Let's suppose I have created an online form using JotForm, using which I'm asking the user all the details like their name, email address, phone number, business or the sub-account name, and then also the address and country code. And with all of these details, I want that whenever the user is going to make the form submission with all the details, with the same details, I want to create a sub-account in my GoHighLevel account. So let's see how it is done. So in this video, as I told you, we are just taking an example of JotForm. Basically, you can add this Webhook URL in any application or any platform of your choice and get the details over here to trigger this automation workflow. So after selecting Webhook in the trigger window, just copy this Webhook URL from here and enter it or paste this Webhook URL into the trigger application. So the trigger application for today's video is JotForm we have taken. So we'll just go to JotForm. I will go to settings. And after coming to the settings page from the left sidebar, let's go to integration. After coming to the integration page, we will just search for Webhook over here. Just search for it. And then after selecting Webhook, we just have to add the Webhook URL in this form. So we have just copied this Webhook URL from here and then we have to paste it over here. After pasting this Webhook URL, just click on this complete integration button and it is done. We have successfully connected this form which we have created in JotForm with Pabbly Connect using this Webhook URL. Now whenever we are going to receive a form submission in this online form, automatically all the details of this form submission will be captured inside Pabbly Connect and this automation workflow will trigger. So here in our Pabbly Connect workflow, it is showing us waiting for Webhook response. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some details, some responses from this Webhook URL. Basically from the JotForm. So let's make a test form submission over here. I will just go to the publish section, copy the form link and paste it in a new tab. And after this, we are just going to make a test form submission over here. For example, the name of the person is dummy user. So this is the name. Then this is the email address of this person for whom we are going to create the sub account. Then we just have to enter a mobile number. So I will be entering a dummy mobile number over here. Now it is asking us for the business or the sub-account name, that by what name the sub-account will be created in our GoHighLevel account. So here guys, I am going to enter the sub-account name as, for example, dummy account. So this will be the name of the sub-account in our GoHighLevel account. Then after this, it is asking us for the address. So I will be just entering some dummy address over here. After address, it is asking us for the country code, and we have to enter the 2-letter country code over here. We are asking the user the 2-letter country code. So for India, the country code is IN, so I'll be just entering IN over here. So just now, these were some basic details which we were asking the user using this form submission. So we have entered all of these details over here. Now let's click on submit. And as we click on submit, here you can see that just now we have received a new form submission in Jot form, basically in your trigger application. So whatever trigger application, landing page or payment gateway you are using, you just have to make a test event. You just have to make a test submission in that trigger application so that the details of this form submission or so that the details of this response or from the trigger event can be captured inside Pabbly Connect. And here we can see that in our Pabbly Connect workflows trigger window, we have received this response. And in this response, you can see all the details from this form submission. So here you can see the name of the form for which we have received the response. We will scroll down further and you can see all the details entered by the user. Here you can see the first name, last name, email address, mobile number. You can also see the business or the sub-account name which they have entered. You can see the address entered by the user, the country code as well with the zip code. This means guys, all the details which we have received, all the details which user has entered in the form submission in our trigger platform, all of these details are received inside Pabbly Connect. And the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully captured the response from our trigger application inside Pabbly Connect using the Webhook URL. Now after this, let's move to step 2. And in step 2, we want to send all of these details which we have received from our trigger application from Webhook to GoHighLevel, so that using these details, we can create a sub-account in our GoHighLevel account. For that, we will just scroll down, come to this action window, and here in choose app, we have to search for lead connector over here. So the GoHighLevel integration inside Pabbly Connect goes with the name of lead connector. So we are going to select lead connector version 2, V2 over here. This is the latest integration. After selecting lead connector V2 over here, in action event from this drop down, we have to select the action event as create location or sub account. So here guys, we have to select this action event over here to create sub accounts in our GoHighLevel account. Then just click on connect and select add new connection over here. Now here guys, we have to connect our GoHighLevel account with Pabbly Connect. Now here, before we make the connection, let me tell you one very important thing. If you want to automatically create the sub account using this integration, you need to have a Agency Pro plan in your GoHighLevel account. So let's refer to a documentation from GoHighLevel. This is a documentation from GoHighLevel, and here at this page you will see that it is clearly mentioned over here that to create a location in your GoHighLevel account, you need to have the advanced API version of GoHighLevel. And you will get the advanced API only with the Agency Pro plan, which goes for $497 per month for now. So here guys, to use this automation, just make sure that you are on the Agency Pro plan of your GoHighLevel account. Only in that case, using this automation, you can automatically create sub accounts in your GoHighLevel account. So after ensuring this, to connect your GoHighLevel account with Pabbly Connect, just click on this connect with lead connector button. Now after clicking on it, here because I have already logged into my GoHighLevel account in my browser, Pabbly Connect will detect the same account. And it is asking us for the account to connect. So what we have to do, from this drop down over here, we have to select our agency account. So this is my agency account. I have selected this account, and the agency account of our GoHighLevel will get connected with Pabbly Connect over here. So after connecting our GoHighLevel account with Pabbly Connect, in this lead connector V2 section, what we have to do, the first thing it asks us is the sub account or location name. That what is the name of the location or the sub account in our GoHighLevel which we want to create. So we have asked for the location or the business name or the sub account name from the user in our Jot form submission. We have received these details from our Webhook response. So here in the jot form responses, you can see we have asked for the response of the business name or the sub-account name. And then here you can see we have received that response over here. So from this responses which we have received in our trigger window from the webhook URL, we have to map this response of business name or sub-account name over here in this sub-account or location name field. And guys, the process of mapping is extremely simple. Just click on this field and here in the drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received in our trigger window. And out of all of these responses, select the response of sub-account name and it will be mapped over here. So whatever account name the user is going to enter while making the form submission, or whatever account name, business name or account name we are going to receive from the webhook URL, the same account name with the same account name, we are going to create the sub account or location in our GoHighLevel account. After sub account name, the next thing it asks us is the phone number. That what is the phone number of the business for which we are creating this sub account. So we have also received the phone number from the form response in the trigger window. So we are going to once again use the same process of mapping to map this response of phone number over here. Just click on this field and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses which we have received. And out of all of these responses, select this response of phone number and it will be mapped. So in the same way, whatever mobile number or the phone number user is going to enter in the jot form, with the same mobile number, we are going to create this sub account. Then it is asking us for the company or the agency ID. So if you are getting some kind of unique company or agency ID from the users in the trigger response, you can actually map that response over here as well. Or what you can do, you can just keep this field blank. GoHighLevel will automatically generate a company or agency ID over here. Then it is asking us for the address. So we have received the address in the trigger window. So by following the same process of mapping, one by one, we are going to map all the details over here. Starting with this address line 1, just select it and map it over here. After a comma, I want to add the address line 2 as well. So this is the address line 2 and let's map it. Then it is asking us for the city. So we have received the response of city. Now we are going to map the response of city over here. Then let's map the state as well. So from the drop down, we are going to map the response of state and let's map the country as well. So here in country, the help text says, provide the 2-letter country code in which the business is present for which sub-account is created. So we have asked for the country code, specifically for the country code in our jot form submission. So we are going to map the same response of country code over here. So from the drop down, select it and map it. At last, it is asking us for the postal code. So from the drop down, let's map the response of postal code as well. In this way, we have basically received all the details of the business address from jot form submission, and one by one we have mapped all of these details into their respective fields. After this, it is asking us for the website, time zone. So we haven't received these details from the form submission. If you want to get, you can just create another field into your form submission or the trigger platform from which you are getting the details and map that response over here as well. Then it is asking us for the prospect info, the first name, last name, and email address of the user for whom we are creating this sub-account. So we have received the name or the details of the user as well. So from the trigger responses, we are going to map the first name, last name, and the email address of the user as well. After mapping these details, it is asking us some other details for this sub-account or for this location as well, like the Facebook URL, Google Plus URL, LinkedIn URL, Foursquare, and the URL for multiple media platforms, multiple social media platforms. So if you are getting all of these details, you can map the details, map the responses into their respective fields. Or else, all of these fields are not mandatory, are not required. So if you want, you can ignore these fields for now as well. Now it is asking us for the snapshot ID. So it is most likely possible that in your GoHighLevel account, you might have created multiple snapshots over here. So if you want to load a snapshot into any of the sub account, or if you want to load a snapshot to this sub account which we are creating using this automation, you just have to enter the snapshot ID for that snapshot over here. Right now, because I don't want to load or preload any of the snapshot for this new sub account which I'm creating using this automation, I'm just going to keep this field of snapshot ID as blank. But using this automation, if you want to set up or add some kind of snapshot for all the accounts which you are creating using this automation, you just have to mention the snapshot ID over here. After snapshot ID, it is asking us for the connection details for other products as well, like the Twilio SID, Twilio Auth token, Mailgun account, and all the other details. So all of these fields are also not mandatory, are also not required. So you can ignore these fields for now as well. At last, it is asking us, is allow duplicate contact, is allow duplicate opportunity, is allow Facebook name merge, and is disable contact time zone. So here you can see if you want to select the options according to your choice, you can select from this drop down. Like if you want to allow the duplicate contact, you can select true over here, or else you can select false. So in this way, you can select the options of your choice for all of these 4 fields for now. Right now, I'm just keeping all of these fields for false. And then we will just scroll down and click on Save and Send Test Request button. Now, when we click on Save and Send Test Request button, here we will see we have received some response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that all the details which we have mapped over here, basically all the details which we have received from Webhook or from JotForm submission, with the same details, a new sub account or a new location is created in our high-level account. So let's check it. We will just go to our GoHighLevel account and we will go to this sub account section. And yes, here you can see that dummy account with the same details, with the same business or sub account name which we have entered in our form submission in the Webhook response, with the same details, a new sub account is created in our GoHighLevel account. Here you can see the same account or the business name, you can see the same mobile number and also the same address for this sub account. We will just go to the details of this sub account and we will see all the details of the user which we have entered, we will find the same details as well. And yes, here you can see the same name, dummy user, same email address and also the same mobile number. So basically all the details which we have received from JotForm, using these same details, we have automatically created a sub account in our GoHighLevel account. So the automation workflow which we have created in this video using Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. So in this automation, using the Webhook URL, you can capture the details, get the details from the user and automate the process of creating sub accounts or creating locations in GoHighLevel. Now after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow in real time. We will just go back to the same form which we have created in JotForm, which we have connected in the trigger window, and we are going to make another form submission over here. For example, the name of the person this time is demo user. So this is the name of the person, this is the email address, and this is a dummy mobile number. The business or sub account name is demo user account. So by this name, the sub account will be created in our GoHighLevel account. Then let's add the address details as well. So this is another test address which we are going to enter. And then this is the zip code. The country is India and click on submit. So just now with these details, we have received another form submission in JotForm. And as we see that we have received a new response on the Webhook URL, using this automation with the same details, we are going to create a sub account in our GoHighLevel account. So we will just go to GoHighLevel and we will go to the sub account section. And yes, here you can see that just now automatically with the same form submission details, a new sub account is created in GoHighLevel. Here you can see the same business name or sub account name which we have entered while making the form submission. Here you can see the same address and the same mobile number. We will go to the account details over here and we can see the details or the name of the same person. And yes, the name of the person is the same name demo user with the same email address. This means guys, the automation workflow which we have created in this video using Pabbly Connect, this automation is working perfectly fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications with Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of this exact same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this automation workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely free.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down to your suggestion, and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.